Some friendships are meant to last forever, but sometimes, love sneaks in where you least expect it. My world revolved around two people, my best friend, Sarah, and my older brother, Leo. Sarah was the sister I chose, the one who knew every secret, every dream, every silly fear I ever had. And Leo, he was my hero, my protector, the one who taught me how to ride a bike and how to stand up for myself. We were the perfect trio, a tiny universe of inside jokes and late-night talks over takeout. We were inseparable, a constant, unbreakable force. Or so I thought. I didn't see it at first. How could I? It was just Leo being Leo, charming and kind, and Sarah being Sarah, warm and bubbly. But then, the little things started adding up. A look that lingered a second too long, a laugh that was just a little too bright. We were the three musketeers, but slowly, imperceptibly, two of them were drifting into their own orbit. It started with small glances, moments so fleeting I thought I was imagining them. Like the time Leo helped Sarah with a heavy box, his hand brushing hers, and for a split second, the whole world seemed to stop just for them. Then there were the whispered secrets, the quiet conversations that would pause the moment I walked into the room. They started spending more time together, just the two of them. A walk in the park to get some fresh air, Leo offering to help Sarah study for her exams, even though he knew nothing about the subject. I'd find them in the kitchen, their heads close together, sharing a quiet smile that wasn't meant for me. A strange feeling started to bubble up inside me, something cold and unfamiliar. Was it jealousy? I pushed it down, telling myself I was being ridiculous. They were just friends. My best friend and my brother, nothing more. But the signs were impossible to miss. The air between them crackled with an energy I couldn't understand, a silent language I wasn't a part of. And with every shared look, every private laugh, I felt a little more like an outsider looking in. I tried to ignore it. I really did. I told myself it was all in my head, that I was just being overprotective or maybe a little selfish. I wanted to believe that our perfect little triangle could stay just as it was, forever. But the truth has a way of finding you, whether you're ready for it or not. The moment I had been dreading, the one I'd been subconsciously pushing away, finally arrived. It wasn't dramatic, no big announcement, it was quiet, and that made it so much worse. I came home early one evening, the house silent. I was heading to my room when I heard voices from the living room. Leo's voice, soft and low, and Sarah's, even softer. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but I froze. I can't keep pretending, Leo was saying. Especially not around her. Every time I look at you, Sarah, his voice trailed off. I heard a soft shuffle, and I peeked around the corner. And I saw it. I saw him take her hand. I saw the way she looked at him, with an expression I had never seen on her face before. It was a look of pure, unadulterated adoration. In that single, silent moment, my world tilted on its axis. The people I trusted most, the two pillars of my life, had unknowingly broken my heart. It felt like a betrayal, a secret kept from me that was so monumental it changed everything. The laughter we shared now felt like a lie, the moments of closeness a performance. I backed away slowly, my heart pounding in my ears. The silence of the house was deafening, filled with the unspoken words and the truth I could no longer deny. That night, I barely slept. The image of them together, their hands intertwined, was burned into my mind. The next morning, the tension was so thick you could cut it with a knife. I was quiet at breakfast, giving one-word answers. Leo and Sarah exchanged worried glances, but neither of them said anything. The silence stretched on for days. I avoided them, making excuses, staying late at the library, anything to not have to face them. The joy had been sucked out of our home, replaced by a heavy, suffocating sadness. Finally, Sarah cornered me. "What's wrong?" she asked, her eyes filled with genuine concern. And that's when the dam broke. "I saw you," I whispered, the words catching in my throat. "You and Leo." Her face fell, The confusion turned to understanding, then to deep regret. "We were going to tell you," she said, her voice trembling. "We were just trying to find the right time. We never wanted to hurt you." Leo came in then, drawn by our raised voices. He saw the tears on my face, the pain in Sarah's, and he knew. The confrontation wasn't loud or angry. It was worse. It was quiet and heartbreaking. I felt like I was losing both of them at once. "How could you not tell me?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. "You're my best friend, and you're my brother." They tried to explain, to tell me how it had just happened, how they fought it because they were terrified of this exact moment. They talked about how much they loved me, how I was the most important person to both of them. But all I could hear was the sound of my heart breaking. The two most important relationships in my life felt like they were slipping through my fingers, and I didn't know how to hold on. The trust that had been the foundation of our bond was cracked, and I didn't know if it could ever be repaired. The days that followed were some of the loneliest of my life. The house felt empty, even when we were all in it. The easy laughter was gone, replaced by careful, polite conversation. I miss Sarah's silly jokes. I miss Leo's protective hugs. I missed us. One evening, I was looking through old photo albums, seeing our smiling faces from years of birthdays, holidays, and random summer days. We were so happy, so carefree, and I realized something. The pain I was feeling wasn't just about their secret. It was fear. Fear of being left behind. Fear that their new love would erase the love we all shared as a trio. That night, I went to them. I found them sitting on the porch, a sad, empty space between them. I sat down and took a deep breath. I was scared, I admitted. Scared of losing you. I looked at Sarah, my best friend, then at Leo, my brother. I saw the love they had for each other in their eyes, but I also saw the unwavering love they had for me. And in that moment, I understood. Their love didn't take away from their love for me. It just added more love to our little world. It wasn't a triangle breaking, but a circle expanding. We talked for hours, really talked, for the first time in weeks. There were tears, but there was also laughter as we remembered old times. We were rebuilding, creating a new normal. Love doesn't always come when we expect it, and it doesn't always follow the rules we set for it. But when it's real, it doesn't break bonds. It finds a way to make them even stronger. Our friendship, our family, wasn't over. It was just beginning a new, beautiful chapter.